to try to do this today, this wonderful Thursday in the year of 2017, the year of breakthrough, my friend, and I hope that you are believing it as much as I am. What did I want to share in this video? Well, here's what I want to talk about. How would you love or like to manipulate your mindset? How would you like to develop and focus on new positive habits versus trying to break old habits? Well, I'm going to start a couple of, maybe a little series of videos here talking about how to change your life by changing your mindset. That's the only way it can be done. End the video. I'm done. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, this is Santos here in wonderful Stockton, California. I'm enjoying a super fantastic, terrific, over-the-top day like I usually do. On my YouTube channel, I love to promote motivation and inspire people to dig deep down inside yourself, to bring out the very best. That's what I'm about. And I'm still growing and I'm still learning how to do all of this. I say this often, that your mind is like a garden, okay? And generally, when you start a garden, or when you've got a garden kind of growing and coming along, you'll find two things happening. You'll find that weeds will grow and your crop will grow, whatever it is that you're trying to grow. Whatever it is that you're trying to grow, if you focus on that the most, that's what you're going to get more of. Wouldn't you agree with that? If you focus obviously on tending to roots, or not roots, but the wild stuff that grows in your garden, you know, the stuff that wants to choke off and kill the good stuff. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about weeds. And you know, in a garden, and your mind is much like this metaphor that I'm using. Now, I believe that in order to change your life, in order to change your lifestyle, in order to change the way that you deal with yourself, you got to learn to manipulate your mindset. Now, I'm not going to try to explain all of this mechanics in this video. I've been able to change my life radically. I tell you, I am just living the dream every day, growing, but there's always room for improvement, and it's a process. I'm almost 51 years young, and I can't do within 1 to 2 years what I've planted and what's been planted by others in this fertile soil, the mind, right? I can't optimize all of my paradigms in just a matter of 1 or 2 years. It's going to be a lifelong journey. And if you truly want to change your life, well, the reason why I'm bringing up this video is because I get a lot of people that comment on my videos about gambling and drug addiction and a difficult lifestyle and negative people. Now, faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. That's a verse from the Holy Bible that I think about often. That has spiritual connotation to it, very deep spiritual. And I'm not here to talk about that verse, but that verse also, that statement also applies to earthly dealings. Faith comes by hearing, and by hearing. I often find myself telling people, look, if you want to change your life, watch my videos. Get into the libraries. I've got different topics. I've got different things going on. And my videos aren't perfect, but the fact that I'm growing every day, and I'm believing that I'm growing every day, and I'm documenting that through videos, it will inspire you to become creative for yourself. And that will be a starting point for you, an igniter for you to truly create change in your life. Now, there's a beginning to all of this. I didn't begin to change my life I mean, after about 47, 48 years, of course, I've been working on myself for some time now. I just didn't understand certain mechanics that if you put them together in place, they actually make your change a lot more, they can help you change a lot faster, and they can actually help you progress a lot quicker. There's two things now. There's a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of areas of changing, and a lot of people have different points of views. I'm my own person, so I have to bring my perspective. I have to bring in my experience and what's worked for me. A lot of the stuff that I do and I still do daily, the rituals, may not necessarily apply to your creativity. Now, you can hear what I'm sharing. You can increase your faith and your belief in you by listening to my messages. You don't necessarily have to stare into my beautiful brown face unless you want to. But you can hear me in the background. You can put in headsets, and you can, I'll tell you, two of the best times to start reprogramming yourself is in the morning and at night. But you're not going to get uncomfortable unless you're willing to do these two things. Boy, Santos, it took you a while to get to this introductory, or what an introduction to this video. Number one, desire, and number two, mind manipulation. I'm going to share, I'm going to talk about belief, and I'm going to talk about rituals. I'm going to share a little bit about my story, how to start a revolution in your mind for change and progress and for inner joy. Persistence, focus on new habits, optimizing the paradigms, and creative rituals. Again, you got to remember that your mind is computers are patterned after your mind. And what you have up here is a free gift from your creator. And if you learn how to use it, I'm telling you, you can do some very, very marvelous things. All we have to do is take a look around us at some of the great leaders that we have that are still alive, and even those that have passed on. They've left legacies for us to use and to follow with their ideas and their inventions and their lifestyles. And of course, there's a lot of people out there that I would not really want to follow. I'm not into negativity. I'm into positivity. You know what I mean? I'm into paradigm optimization in the most positive sense, period. So I've been able to overcome many areas, many traumas, insecurities, fears, a lack of self-belief, and many other things that I've been able to overcome because I've had a lot of wrong seed planted. I've been optimized in the wrong way, and now I'm having to reverse that. But I'll tell you, it doesn't start. You got to be willing to become uncomfortable. I'll tell you that up front. Changing your life takes courage, it takes determination, and it takes persistence, among all these other things that I'm going to be talking about probably in my next video. But I'll tell you, if you don't have the desire to change, this video that you're watching and listening to right now is going to do you no good. I'm going to be straight up honest with you. If you don't have the desire, you know, I often talk about gambling, how to overcome gambling, and how to overcome, you know, the way that you speak to yourself and your thoughts. People come to me all the time. You can read some of my comments on my videos about gambling. Stop gambling, and you can succeed over gambling. I don't remember all of the titles at the moment, but you can go back and look at my library, and you can look at some of these other videos that I'm talking about. That, by the way, I thank you for those of you that are watching. I thank you for those that are following, and I thank you for those that are already initiating changes in your life. It takes courage to do that, and I commend you, and I believe in you. I know that you can do it. If I can do it daily, and I'm no better than you are, I know that you can do it. So number two is, again, you got to learn how to manipulate your own mind in a great way, in a positive way. Desire and mind manipulation. Now, again, I'm reminding you that mind manipulation can be used in a very positive sense. And that's where it starts, my friend. You got to have the desire. You got to be tired of being sick and tired. You know, a person that gets beat up all the time, Think about this for a moment. If you get beat up all the time, eventually you're going to get tired of getting bruises and stitches and going to the hospital. Eventually you're going to begin to fight back. You're going to do something. You're going to get yourself uncomfortable. You're going to go to the gym. You're going to go to learn some karate, or you're going to carry some kind of a weapon, which that could be an ugly thing. But my point is that if you are getting whooped, if you're getting bullied, if you're getting beat up, eventually you get tired of it. And some people end up with a tragic end that don't do anything about it. And you know what I'm talking about. Some people are willing to take their own lives because they've been bullied by others. But that's not what I want you to do. I want you to think about what I'm sharing here. If you're tired and you're sick and tired of just failing at the same thing over and over, I encourage you to watch these videos that I'm going to be producing, and I encourage you to check out some of my other videos in my libraries. I've got many videos. All you got to do is take some time and search out my channel. I'm sure you'll find some topic that you can relate with. And if you listen, the faith that I have, the motivation, the inspiration that I have will transfer into your mindset to give you ideas. You're not going to be like me. You're not going to be able to do everything that I'm doing, but it'll inspire creativity for yourself, because you got a sharp mind whether you realize it or not. You're a sharp individual. You've got greatness just lying dormant within you if you haven't acknowledged that yet. So again, going forward, you got to remember, this is the starting point: desire. And then we begin to work on mind manipulation, and that's going to be a form of rituals and techniques, and how to create more belief in yourself. So with that said, I'm not going to go any further. I want to end this video. Even the little bit that I've already shared should be inspiring you, just like it's inspired me. 2017 is the year of breakthrough. You better believe it, my friend. I know I'm believing it every single day. I'm going to continue to smile. I'm going to continue to make every single day a super fantastic, terrific, over-the-top day, daily, in spite of and because of. Comment below, subscribe, share, and like. Help me help others, if anything. So with that said, I'll see you at the top on my very next video. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.